Come on out, you guys. Stars of this show.
Can we come out?
Looks like some folks have some fans here.
What? Oh, everybody, cut it out. You guys are too kind.
All right, keep it going. Go
One
ahead,
more
take it.
time.
It's really, thank you.
So, you guys are taking internet.
I didn't know where that was going.
Yeah,
Is this prescription pills? We're taking a lot of stuff lately. I don't even know where I'm at right now.
Well,
Is this an intervention? Let's be honest. What's...
So I've been hearing about the TV show, taking hacks that people are trying to improve their lives, to make things more efficient, and testing them to see whether they actually have any cred.
Right.
And so, is this this material, these hacks? Where are you finding them?
I think a big resource for a lot of life hacks, or the popular, very shared life hack lists, are definitely BuzzFeed. I think you see them a lot there. I've seen a bunch pop up on Huffington Post. Tumblr is a huge community for life hacks. Where else have you seen them, Kevin?
Yeah, I mean, it's mostly from different websites. That's where we're collating these things. And it's one thing to see a 7-second video of a hack or see a top 10 list of ways to make your day more efficient. But when you actually attempt some of these things, the simplest hacks turn out that you're going to spend hours setting up something to save 3 minutes. And so it's really fun to go. Like on one hand, it's like, there's a common familiarity with all of these hacks, but when you actually go to complete them, you get surprising results.
Okay, so let's have an example of a really lousy one.
Okay, we both are thinking of the same one. I'm almost guaranteeing this involves potatoes.
Yes.
I don't know if any of you have seen a video online right now. It's very, I don't know if it's popular or not, but it's a guy who claims he can peel an entire bucket of potatoes in like 1 minute with a contraption he made.
Potatoes, apples, anything with a skin, this man can peel it in seconds with a bucket. You, sir, were late because you were feverishly peeling potatoes.
Right?
And I'm so sorry. If you knew this life hack. So his hack is you take a toilet brush and you put it into a power drill. Fill a bucket with water, throw in your potatoes or your onions or whatever else, and just drill away. And on the internet, in a 30-second video with some delightful Smash Mouth music in the background, this looks like the easiest, most efficient thing in the history of ever. In practice,
we did everything this gentleman suggested we do. We went out and got a clean toilet brush. We got a highly powered drill. We charged the batteries. We were ready. We knew. We had some backups. And we filled a bucket with some russets and Yukon Golds, a whole array of delicious potatoes.
A veritable farmer's market of variety.
And we filled it with water, and Kevin plunged the brush into the bucket. We were like so psyched. And we basically gave them all like a gentle exfoliation. Like they basically all just rolled around in a bucket and nothing happened.
Yeah, after being blinded by dirty spud water that shot up directly into my face, we killed an entire power drill battery waiting for anything to happen. We tried different brushes, different everything. And so, on one hand, we're looking at each other going like, oh, wow, we are two giant failures right now, and this is going to be televised. But on the other hand, I'm used to that. That's my career has just been a series of televised failures. But I think we felt like, we did a really, really good thing right now. We just showed that this simple little hack is actually very complicated, and that there's far more to it.
It's not going to save you that much. Like if you see it and you're like, great, guess what we're doing for Thanksgiving? Well, guess what? Thanksgiving is going to be ruined. You try this.
Okay,
try this. Don't do it.
What about a really good one? Like one that actually was like, okay, I'm down. This I might apply this in my life.
And it's funny, they range from big to small. You have these little aha moments. I've got a very, when I auditioned to be on the show, this is so, but these, everyone will have a hack that speaks to them differently. Like, I freaked out when I learned you can take a clothespin and you clip, if you're gonna nail something into the wall, you can use the clothespin to steady the pin, because I got little sausage fingers, people, and that's really hard for me to do. And I was like, oh my God, I never thought of, and it's so stupid, but I was like, I wanna be on this show. After I got the nail hammered in the wall, I was like, life hacks are awesome.
Yeah.
But, so small stuff is really great. I think the everyday little things where you're like, I usually hammer my thumb or fumble and drop the nail over and over again because I'm not handy, but
I think, we did a backyard barbecue test where we put marshmallows versus potato chips versus generic nacho cheese chips. Spoiler Doritos, friends. That's what they were. And did anybody, which one do you think would be a substitute for charcoal? Shout it out. People thinking Doritos,
Nice.
yeah. So that is one of the possible answers. The thing about Doritos is that you will lose your eyebrows with
When
Doritos
you-
because they ignite so fast and they
burn hot.
They burn real hot. They are the Icarus of snack foods. They just get right next to the
Yep,
sun, and then
it
it's
really-
wax and feathers. Potato chips.
So for a sustained burn for your
Potato chips are actually the best, and you'll have to. I'm not going to give away everything. You got to set
Right,
the
you're gonna have
DVRs,
to-
my friends. But potato chips worked surprisingly well. But then we had fun with it. It's like what I love about this show is that it is a television show, so we get to elevate some things that you would normally just see in a very simple
Right.
how-to on the internet. So when we said, oh, Doritos are highly flammable, let's call the fire department, let's go to a Jersey beach, and let's build a 2-ton
Yeah.
Dorito mound and light it on fire.
We did.
Which we did.
We did.
And
we both lost leg hair when, when it lit on fire.
yeah, truly, that is another life hack. Like, save money on wax. Just stand
Yeah.
too
I know, I
close
was
to a
thinking-
Dorito
Dorito
mountain.
fire.
Yeah, I was
Yep.
thinking of microdermabrasion when we were talking about the potato thing.
Yeah, it was third degree. It was rough. But the great thing that I learned about Brooke, this is our first time working together.
Yeah.
They gave me a torch to light the mountain of chips
Mm-hmm.
on fire, and when I did, there was a visceral noise that was deafening. And when I came to, and I saw the firemen there doing that was cool, right? I don't know if I'm alive or not. I'm checking my person. Brooke has sprinted about 50
done.
yards away from the chute. Just
I
completely left me there to die on the beach.
Sorry.
So.
No, if I'm going to die from Doritos, it's going to be because I ate them and choked on them. Okay? It just, like, good old-fashioned way.
Well, how
Cool
many
Ranch.
of these things do you get to do, these experiments to do, for the ones that actually succeed for the show? Like, how many will you go through before you're like, okay, this is a good show?
Yeah, definitely. And I think that the show tries right now, like, an objective too is like it's giving you an array of useful sort of like almost topics and areas in every episode. So like it might be like a segment every episode that's about like cleaning, like some tricks for getting stains out or something like that. So we have a team that tests everything. So luckily we're not like the the experts in this area. We're more like the guinea pigs and the curators, and then we ultimately give you a thumbs up or a thumbs down or like, that was cool, but it's not gonna save you time sort of rating. But there's a lot of testing that goes on going into the show, and so.
And it depends on the type of hack. There's some
Right.
segments certainly where we will rapid fire, hey, here's 10 quick things you can do to
Right.
organize your cubicle or make your minivan more efficient for passing snacks from the passenger seat to the back. There's a hack
Instead
for
of
everything.
just whipping it at your kid's head.
And then there's other stuff where we will, we'll make a portable air conditioning unit out of a bucket of ice and a small portable fan. So for $10, you can cool an entire room. So depending upon the hack, it'll be rapid fire or not. But what I really
Right.
love is when we go out into the field and we do hidden camera shoots.
Yes.
At focus group labs, we've done them in bars. Brooke played a waitress where she would deliver a bottle of wine to a table without a bottle opener. And then
That was really fun.
Yeah.
It took me back to my days as a waitress too, because I was pretty bad. That sounds like something I do anyways as a waitress.
Right.
But yeah, it was so fun. I would just set it down on the table and they didn't know they were being filmed, and I would just walk away and they'd be like, are you gonna open this? And then I'd come back and be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And then I would give them a hammer
bike
and,
pump.
Yeah, bike pump.
She put a
or
bike
hammer
pump on the
nail,
table, which is
and
amazing.
then walk away again. And New Yorkers are surprisingly patient with that kind of interaction.
They even try with
They
these
would.
tools
They-
that you offer them?
They really thought I was that big of an airhead, which was funny. I was very convincing as a waitress, thank you. And
Yeah, rather than anger, they just took pity on Brooke, and they're like, I
No,
guess we
no,
should
some-
try. Let's go ahead.
exactly.
But they were some people managed to successfully pop open a bottle of wine with a bike pump, which is something you can do.
I told them, I was like, it's
That's
sort of what we're
one of
known
the fails,
for in
though,
this
right?
restaurant.
That can't be.
No, it totally works. It absolutely works.
It does.
Yeah, it's really surprising. Yeah, you can. There's it's funny. A large portion of the show is just how can you get alcohol into your system
Right.
in an unconventional way, which is
Exactly.
why I know it's going to do well. These are problems that we all face.
Right. Yeah, there's always like how to cool down your ice for your beer. Like every
Yeah.
hack somehow is like about getting your beer chilled.
Yeah.
It's very practical
Right?
Yeah. What about, okay, so then there was an aspect of the show where you're going to be having an aspect of it that's on the web, though, where people will be responding. Explain, like, how that will work, and will people be posting their hacks for you to respond to, or?
Yeah, I personally think this internet thing is a fad. I don't know that it's going to catch on.
Yeah.
But apparently, Tumblr has partnered with us, and it's the first time they've been involved with a television show.
Yeah,
And
it's
so we're
big.
going to ask folks on Tumblr to send in them attempting hacks, what are
Mm-hmm.
their favorite hacks, and we're going to highlight and showcase some innovative stuff that, hopefully that community will be providing.
I think what will be fun too is, especially like if we did not, get a hack right, even though we tried it, and what we're trying to be like is, hey, we're normal people trying this, what we did what the internet said to do, and we couldn't successfully do it. I have a feeling people are gonna post Tumblrs of being like, well, we did it, and like manage to do it successfully.
That
But I
potato
think
thing is
that-
going to come back to you,
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
Right, but
Oh,
I think,
yeah.
but you know what? But that's great. I love the idea that there's like a call to action where people are going to feel inspired to be challenged and try it themselves. And these hacks also have like such an unpredictability to them. We would spend a whole day there working over and over and again, and then it's almost like performance anxiety. Like once the camera's rolling, I'm like, I can't do it. I can't perform. They don't work sometimes. But yeah, I think it'll be really fun to see people trying it themselves, or then giving us some ideas that we weren't aware of.
I can't wait to cry while reading the YouTube comments. Yes, can't wait.
Tumblr's a slightly nicer community. I don't
Much
know.
nicer community.
It is.
Well, I heard that we might have one of these sort of like a demo and like a look into the future of the show today. There might be a little hack we could do.
You want to hop into
Right
that? Because
now.
we do indeed have that. If we have power, there's a strategically
What?
placed vacuum right here.
Why?
Hello, third panelist.
Guys. Well, you know what's funny? A little backstory on this. This was a really funny video we saw on the internet of a very ingenious dad who, I don't know, new dads? Anyone with daughters? In the
Probably.
audience?
I don't
Okay.
know.
The dreaded.
Truly,
the
there are
dreaded-
no dads with daughters in this audience. Seriously? Oh, there's two
Okay.
back there. Okay.
So the real thorn in his side every day was trying to get his daughter's hair into a ponytail. His big, clumsy man hands just, couldn't do it, and just knotted her hair up. And so he came up with a hack.
I love that black and white infomercial moment
I
of,
know.
has this happened to you? And
Has
suddenly
this happened
hair's
to
in a
you?
fan.
Right.
And there's Pop-Tarts burning for some reason. Like, I can't make a pigtail.
I know. But he came up with a hack for it that involves a shop vac.
Of course it does.
And we're gonna try that.
Does anybody
right now. Does
have
anyone?
long hair who would like a ponytail? Or does anybody have a child with long hair who would like to pay for the therapy in this moment, years later? Anybody at
Yeah,
all?
show
Yeah, you want to come on
Yes.
up, please?
Excellent.
Excellent. Join
Oh, she's
us.
already got
Gotta
the
let it
hair.
out.
I probably should have said this before you raised your hand. I have not done this yet. On our show, show, we had dads test this out.
Well, if we have a second volunteer, it might be fun to see who can do it old-fashioned. You'll do it? Okay. I'm going to do an old-fashioned ponytail and see if he can beat me.
Okay, what's your name?
How you doing?
Hi.
Alessandra, hi. I'm Kevin. Pleasure to
I'm
meet
Brooke.
you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Do you mind if I? Will you have a scrunchie? Do you mind if I borrow this scrunchie from you? Okay. So
Great.
the hack, Alessandra, you're very brave. Please have a sit. I apologize in advance.
Sure, yeah.
This is a first at Maker Faire, ladies and gentlemen.
So apparently,
Okay.
and again, not having done this before, I'm so sorry. The hack is that you put your scrunchie or your brand agnostic hair tie around the vacuum. You'll bunch up the hair. You vacuum the hair right in, and then pop the scrunchie over the hair. That's it. And it's supposed to be much more.
Yeah.
Look, I don't want to say the results of our test, but let's.
What kind of suction do we have on this thing?
I don't know.
Ooh, it's good. All
Okay.
right.
Okay. I apologize.
All right, so
should we give it a go?
Sure, let's see.
Okay. Well. Okay. All right.
On the count of what? Oh, all right, we're going.
I just grabbed. I guess. Yep. Oh no. Yep. Alessandra, how is it? Scale of 1 to 10. How much pain is there? No pain. Okay. Good. Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Pretty good.
Okay.
That was close.
That's
Here,
there.
give them their profile.
Oh yeah.
Classic. But I'm a girl, you know.
That was
I'm
really
an ace at
close.
this.
I was probably more terrified than you were during that. I did not want to hurt. Are you okay?
Do you have
Is that all right?
whiplash? Are you all right? Okay, great. Okay.
Cool.
You look fabulous.
You didn't sign a disclaimer, did you? This never happened.
This
Everything's
never
fine.
happened. Nobody
Show's not
saw
insured. Thank you,
anything.
Alessandra,
All right.
for coming up.
Let's give her a great big
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, you guys have any questions or ideas for these guys? You might be able to open the floor.
Don't be shy. Yes. Oh, he's just standing to let her walk by. Okay.
I can. Well, have any ideas of hacks you guys have seen on the internet that you wonder if they would try?
Yeah, what are some of your favorites you've seen out there?
That is a great question. I ask myself that every morning. The question is, how do you even get on a show like this? How do you make it on TV? I hosted a show in the past on a network called G4. It's called Attack of the Show, and we had a thank you. Thank you. That's all 4 of our viewers are here today.
Yay!
There's a reason it doesn't exist anymore. We, for many years, had a segment called Go Hack Yourself, and we explored this kind of stuff. So I love life hacks, and so from having previous experience, I saw the show was happening and wanted to get involved. But
Yeah, I do stand-up comedy, and I do different types of hosting and personality-based television, and it was really fun and exciting. To go in for this specific audition, I'd done some stuff on the internet prior to, like, you know, little life hacks, funny things for, like, hey, you know, what are some tips and tricks that you could teach, like, a man? It was a male-slanted show, and I was like, today I'm going to teach men how to fold a fitted sheet at the laundromat, so you can be a real hit with the ladies, right? I mean, honestly, because I didn't know how to do it, I went and I learned, and I was like, this is life-altering. Because, you know, my technique is usually like the bunch, and then I put it under neatly folded things and walk out so no one judges me. But, yeah, so yeah, I kind of have a very, just like, I love that it lends itself to a lot of humor. So, I mean, Kevin has so much hosting experience, just years on television doing this, and I bring just a live stand-up comedy angle to it, and it's been so fun to host together. So I'm hoping that you will see us having fun and that we enjoy each other and enjoy, like, either, you know, killing it at these hacks or, you know, kind of finding out.
Or doing what I just did, which is failing miserably in front of everybody.
Exactly.
I mean,
But it's very funny, and it's comedy driven with a lot of fun takeaways for you guys at the end of the day. You'll like something and say, I'm going to try that when you see the episode. There's only 1 episode. That sounded wrong. There's going to be 10.
Any other questions for these guys? All right, I'll make it over to you.
Back there.
We see you.
I'm racing all the way across.
Life hack, whip it like a boomerang. Just throw that mic across the
Who
auditorium.
was it over here?
First off, good luck with your show. I hope it's a huge success.
Oh, thank you.
You teased us with this idea that you could use ice cubes to air condition a room. Can you please enthrall us with that?
Yeah, sure. I'll give it away. Why not?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Spoiler.
it was. So the hack is to build a portable air conditioning unit. So if you use a styrofoam cooler, fill it with ice. You can also throw your favorite beverages in there, and cut a little hole in the top, and take a portable fan, like literally a $5.99 little portable fan is the one that we use, and duct tape it into the hole on the top of the cooler, and then cut another hole. And if you want, you can use PVC pipe to make it directional. You don't have to. And the fan will blow air over the ice cubes, which are also cooling the drink, and the cool air will blow out of the air conditioner, and you can use it under a desk, you know, put it on top of where your computer is or whatever, and it'll actually cool down a small area. But we built one for $10 or $20 or so, and we chilled some beverages and the room a little bit.
Sounds like a great idea for camping, you know?
Yeah.
'Cause I'm a little high maintenance, and I would need an air conditioner in my tent.
Of course.
Yeah.
And you deserve it.
I do.
You do.
Thank you.
You know, I'm really excited to see what Tumblr sends in. I'm really excited to see what the internet has to say.
Definitely.
I feel like Brooke and I are by no means experts in any of this stuff, as you just saw, but hopefully when you tune in, you'll see that it's just fun for us to sort of explore and bumble around and figure out what actually works and doesn't.
Excellent. Well, thank you guys very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Guys,
Thank
Hack
you,
My
guys.
Life, coming on truTV, January. Thank you, Brooke. Kevin,
so much.
would you guys be available for some chatting out in the foyer?
Of course.
Yeah,
And then there was
absolutely.
some photo booth action we might be able to do, right?
I'll get in that
please
photo
come
booth.
take a photo with us. It's an animated GIF. It's the future.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's great. So it's just right outside to the right is their photo booth.
Cool. Thank
Thanks
you guys
again
very
for
much.
coming to Maker
Appreciate it.
Faire.
Should I bring the vacuum?